Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Eman, and today I am doing a recreation, a celebrity recreation, someone that I've never done before, Zendaya. Now, I have to tell you, when I was doing research on her, I absolutely fell in love with all of her makeup looks, and it was really hard to choose just one, but this is the first one I decided to go with. It's this gorgeous smoky eye. This is like old school Eman makeup. Honestly, when I was filming this, I really felt like this is the type of tutorials I used to do all the time, and I kind of just fell in love with the whole look. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I try to keep this as simple as possible. I only used 2 eyeshadows to create this entire eye look, you guys. 2 eyeshadows, that's it. It does not get any easier than that. So I hope you guys love it. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you love makeup. You're gonna love this channel. And don't forget to turn on post notifications, so you click that little bell so you don't miss any of my videos. All right guys, let's get into this Zendaya inspired makeup look. I'm gonna start with my eyes and then do foundation after, because we are doing a pretty intense smoky eye for this look. But I just wanted to show you guys, when I found this picture of Zendaya and then I started kind of to do a little research on her makeup looks, I am actually obsessed with this girl. I found so many amazing makeup and hair looks for her. I don't know who her glam squad is, but they are incredible. So I'm just gonna put up some pictures so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this is the look that we are doing today. I love it. It's this gorgeous, gorgeous smoky eye, but she also has so many different vibes. Like, look how beautiful this is. And she always switches up her hair and her makeup and her overall styling. Like, she's a chameleon. I literally want to do like a whole month dedicated to Zendaya. Okay, I'm gonna start. No more talking. So for the eyes, because we are doing such an intense smoky eye, I'm gonna use an eyeshadow primer that is a little bit darker. So I'm not using a clear because I want a dark base. This is gonna make our colors pop so much more. So I'm actually using this for the first time. This is the Nars eyeshadow base primer, which I've used a million times, but I've never used this color. So this is meant for darker skin tones, but for what we're doing, this is going to be perfect, because this is gonna give us a little bit of a dark base, so we don't have to work as hard when we're applying the eyeshadows. And I'm just blending this out with my finger. The most important thing when you use eyeshadow primer, guys, is to blend it out very, very well so your eyeshadow doesn't stick anywhere. So just make sure you really blend it out. I'm bringing it all the way up to my brows, making sure that my whole lid is covered. That's really pretty, even on its own. I've never used this before, but I love it. I'm gonna take that and apply lower lash line also. So I want this look to be a look that you guys can recreate. So as much as I'm gonna keep it as intense as possible as Zendaya's look, I also want this to be something that's wearable for you guys. Who's gonna do a super black smoky eye like all the time? Probably not. But the look that I'm gonna do is a very close version of that, but you guys can definitely do it pretty often if you want like that super sexy night out look. I love this stuff. This is so pretty. Like, I'm telling you guys, even on its own, it looks really pretty. Wow. I wanted to try and use only one eyeshadow palette for this look, so it's easier for you guys to do and it's not like a bunch of different products. So I needed to find a palette that had a really good brown and a really good black, and I decided to use this one from the Balm Cosmetics. It is the Nuditude nude eyeshadow palette, and it has this beautiful brown right here and the black shadow. So I'm gonna start with that brown, and I need like a really good flat eyeshadow brush. So I have a little story actually about Zendaya. Last year when I attended the Vanity Fair Oscars party, it was this party that was here in LA, so many celebrities. I honestly didn't even know what walking into. I knew that there was going to be a lot of celebrities there, but I didn't realize that like almost every Oscar nominated celebrity was going to be there. I don't really get starstruck because I feel like in LA, like it's not uncommon to, you know, run into celebrities here and there. Hey, they're just like us. They got to get their coffee too. Okay, so I'm taking another brush right now. This is more of a simple blending brush just to blend out that edge. Okay, so I'm standing to get in. There's a bunch of people in the front, and then all of a sudden this tall creature walks in the coolest outfit I've ever seen. Like a super tapered men's suit, but with wide leg pants and this crazy huge hat. And I look and I'm like, who's that? And it was Zendaya. And she was so beautiful in real life, and she's so tall. I don't know if it was the shoes she was wearing or what, but she is very, very tall. Just the coolest style I've ever seen. She was like a creature. Like, she was just so beautiful. And the first time in a long time, I was kind of starstruck. So I think she has amazing style. And this is the idea that I had, and I wanted to get feedback from you guys. I honestly fell in love with so many of her looks when I was doing research on her, and it made me just want to do all of them. So I was thinking next month for October, obviously I'm gonna have a lot of makeup tutorials, but as part of the month, I can also make it Zendaya month. So I want to recreate all of those different looks because they're all different. Let me know what you guys think. If you do want me to do Zendaya month, so there's obviously going to be other videos as well. There's going to be how-tos and skincare and all of that, but like the makeup tutorials, to kind of focus them on the Zendaya makeup tutorials, hit that like button. If we get this video to 5,000 likes, then I'll know that you guys want me to do that. If it doesn't get 5,000 likes, then I'm guessing you don't, which is totally fine. Either way, let me know. I'm totally down for that idea. So all I'm doing is I'm working with these two brushes, a flat brush and a blending brush. And I'm just kind of going back and forth, just really patting that eyeshadow on and then blending the edge out really, really softly. So what I mean by the edge is that I'm not actually blending where I applied the shadow. I'm just blending right on that edge where the shadow stops, so there isn't a harsh line and it just looks really soft and smoky. Kind of go in these circular motions, kind of like circle, 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 back and forth. This is such a pretty brown. I love it. So at this point, don't be afraid if it doesn't look perfect here, if it looks really dark. We're gonna go in with a lighter color and clean that up. I'm going to use that same flat shadow brush and taking black eyeshadow. So Zendaya has this black all over her lid. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna kind of keep it on the outer corner, not taking it too far in, and then I'm going back with that blending brush that we used earlier, very gently, blend out that black. So when I'm blending this out, I'm kind of just thinking about bringing it inward and a little bit upwards, like not too far up, because we don't want the black to be too high. We don't want this to look like raccoon eyes. That is not what we're going for. So inwards, so just kind of dragging that eyeshadow inward. Same thing in like little circular motions. I'm gonna build a little bit more, so I'm adding a tiny bit more of that black, bringing that inward. So another thing that I think when we do smoky eyes like this, it can look really intense if you don't have your foundation and your concealer and your powder on bare skin. It could look really intense. So I always say, don't worry, because by the time you're done all of your face makeup, it's gonna look so much better. It's gonna look so cleaned up. Don't get worried. All right, this is my favorite part of the look because this is what's gonna really bring it all together. I am taking this nude color, Snobby, and I'm using this as my cleanup color. So this is the point where you're gonna feel a lot better about the whole smoky eye, because this is gonna clean everything up, starting from the brow bone, bring it all the way past your brows, and then bring it inwards to clean up just right this front part as well. For the lower lash line, you could either take the black or the brown, whatever you want. I think I'm gonna actually dip my brush into both. And now I'm using a much smaller pencil brush, and I'm getting this color as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm bringing it all the way in, pretty much all the way in from corner to corner. So from the outer corner all the way into the inner corner. So I know I said I would only use 2 eyeshadows for this look. Technically it was only 2. You just need a brown and you just need a black. I did use the cream as a cleanup color, so okay, I used 3, but you could use a powder if you want for that. So I could get away with saying I only used 2 eyeshadows for this look. For the waterline, I'm using a bit of cream black liner. This one is from Nars. Make sure to take it all the way into the inner corner and connect it to the top, so you have like a really distinct black line. You want to smudge a little bit with your brush, just kind of in your lashes. I'm really just kind of as if I'm smudging this into my lashes. I'm doing this super light-handed as well, like really, really light-handed. So now you're like getting like a little bit more of like a smoky black in your waterline rather than just like a harsh line. And you could always use a brown if you don't want to use black. I think that could look a little bit softer. That is all you need to create this eye look, you guys. 2, 3 eyeshadows and a little bit of black liner. That is it. So for her look, she had the black shadow going all the way across her lid. I kept it just on the outer corners and blended it inwards. I just think that makes this look a little bit more wearable. I'm gonna take a little bit of a makeup wipe and get rid of this fallout. There actually isn't that much. I thought there would be way more. Now I'm gonna throw on a pair of falsies. This is already a really intense look. You don't have to do this if you don't want. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use these ones right here. They are the Ardell Faux Mini Wispies. I want to show you guys quickly. Do you see like how on the edge here it's not super clean and the shadow like needs to kind of be cleaned up a little bit? I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to just leave it. You're going to see how it's just going to naturally soften once we do concealer and everything. And once that's all blended, it's going to look great. So let's do that really quick. Let's finish up the face. I'm using, actually this is new to me. I don't think I've ever used this foundation before, but I've been using it on my own, not doing tutorials for the last couple of weeks. It is the L'Oreal True Match foundation, the super blendable foundation. This has SPF 17 in it, and they just came out with a bunch of new shades. It's oil-free, all-day wear. It actually has a really nice dewy finish to it. Super blendable. No wonder that's why it's in the name. It actually, like, that was the first thing I thought when I put it on. Oh, it just blends so well. It's just really pretty on the skin. I think I'm gonna play around with it, try to wear it more often. First impression was I definitely like it. It's not matte, it has more of a dewy finish. So if you prefer that, if you don't love matte foundations, then you will probably really like this foundation. So another product that I've been using lately that I absolutely love, and I can't believe I haven't used this in a video yet, it is the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. Honestly, this is all I've been using. I shouldn't say that because I still use the Nars a lot, so that's not true. It's not all I've been using, but I've been using it a lot, you guys. I just love the texture. It's like the perfect texture. It's super thick, super creamy, but it blends really well. So you're getting a ton of coverage, but it also just doesn't look heavy and cakey for that eye area. So you guys can see this is the little trick I do with concealer when I have a smoky eye like this. I apply the concealer way lower than I normally would, because when you blend, it automatically kind of blends upwards. So if you apply it lower, by the time you blend it out, it's gonna reach that area. We don't want to mess up the smoky eye. So I usually am very careful when I do this part. I kind of start with my fingers first. So I'm just pushing the concealer in. And at this point, when I'm getting really close, what I'll do is I'll take like a soft blending brush, something like this, and then I'll start to blend out that concealer. Go back with my finger. And just kind of go back and forth between the two, just so you don't mess anything up. And then once I get to this area, I do want that outer corner to be really crisp and clean. So I take the brush, And then this is kind of where I just blend everything out so it looks really clean. And that's it. That's how I get like a perfect concealer application without disturbing your eyeshadow, all that hard work we put in. Everything looks really clean, and all you need is like your finger and a little brush. So I want to show you guys another thing that I've been doing recently that I absolutely love. Okay, so I talked about this powder in a past video, the brand new Mercier Glow powder, which is the glow version of their loose translucent powder. And in the video I use the lighter shade. I just use the regular translucent color, but I discovered a really cool thing to do with the darker shade. So this is what I've been doing non-stop. The darker shade looks like this, and I kind of just take whatever's on the lid and I use this as my bronzer all over, and it looks so beautiful on the skin because it has like the perfect shade. It's really golden and just the slightest hint of glow to it, so you can totally put it all over your face without having to worry like you look like a disco ball. It's not that kind of glow. It's like a very subtle wearable glow, and it just gives your skin such a beautiful soft glow, and this has been my favorite thing to do recently. So this is the translucent medium deep shade. Zendaya has like a gorgeous peach blush, and it's pretty strong. So I'm gonna go in with the blushes that I've been absolutely loving for a while now. It's these L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blushes. This is number 191. Fantastical. I just find this to be such a pretty peach. She kind of has it a little bit higher up on her cheekbones. Definitely try to go for more of a peach rather than a pink. I think something more orangey would suit this look a lot more. And then for lips, I'm going to be using two products that I've never used before. This is the long-lasting liquid lipstick from Ofra, and the color is Bel Air, which is just like this really pretty nude, and I think it's gonna pretty much match what my lips look like right now. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. It's gonna be a little bit lighter. And then you can definitely leave it like that if you want it super matte, but Zendaya's lips look a little bit metallic. I am not a huge fan of metallic lips. I don't really love that vibe, but I think this might work. So over this matte, I'm going over with the brand new Tutti Frutti lip, what are these called? Lip glaze. This color is called Show Me Your Coconuts. That's a great name. And it's like a nude, but it's a metallic nude. They look kind of like more like sort of a gloss, but they're not. They're definitely metallic, but that looks really pretty on. And then for a last little touch, I'm just gonna add a little bit of highlighter. She has a lot of highlighter just in this area. So I'm using this one from Wet n Wild, which I've been loving. It's the color Earth, and it's just like this really pretty gold. And she doesn't have highlighter all over. She only has it like right on top of her cheekbone, right in this area. That is my Zendaya inspired look, you guys. Make sure you let me know if you want me to do Zendaya month. I know it's a little bit of a crazy idea, but if we get this video to 5,000 likes, that's gonna let me know that you guys like that idea. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. We'll find out. I'm super curious to see what you guys think of this look. Is this a look you guys would wear, would try? It's actually not that hard. I really try to keep it as easy as I can for you guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are new to my channel, and if you love beauty and if you love makeup, definitely hit subscribe because you're gonna get a ton of that over here. And if you aren't following me on Instagram, please follow me because I'm honestly giving away so many giveaways and products on Instagram. It's just a lot easier to contact people on Instagram than it is on YouTube. There's no way of me contacting giveaway winners on YouTube, so I find it really hard sometimes, but on Instagram I can just DM you guys. My handle is @Eman. Thank you, Zendaya, for being such an amazing makeup inspo person. I love you. I love her style, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another tutorial very soon. Bye.